So we were set up to address the challenges that were facing the long-term future of this community. There were certain pressures facing us as an island that were leading to the population decreasing. So the Community Development Trust was set up to tackle those challenges. The Milton Harbor project came about because the harbour was in a deteriorating condition, and it was getting to the point where fishing vessels that were using it were increasingly having difficulty. So really the viability of fishing in Tiree was on the line. As a community trust, we recognised that without the fishing industry, we would potentially be losing 20-25 families from the island, and the impact that would have had on Tiree would have been enormous. If we'd lost that many people, the ripples of that impact would have been felt for many years to come in Tiree, and safeguarding the fishing industry prevented that damage.
I would say it's revolutionised our working practices and conditions. I would go as far as saying that. It's just made life so much easier, so much safer. It's inland in the catch, we've got forklifts there, the manual handling just isn't in there, loading lorries. It's so much quicker, which is better for your product, better for the catch, it's better for the crew. You're not working in the outside elements in the winter time, standing a gale of wind and pouring rain, you're working under cover. It's just better for the humans and for the crustaceans.
Something's missing as you're looking in the mirror. Echoed voices from the other side, growing louder as they push you in the corner. Hope begins to slide.
So one of the projects that the Trust had considered was the need for more jobs in Tiree that were less seasonal, that were year-round, less dependent on the tourist industry. So one of the things that we recognised as a factor as to why there were less year-round jobs was the lack of suitable premises for businesses to operate out of. So the proposal was that we build some business units that the community would affordably rent to local businesses to operate out of, with the goal being that that would create long-term sustainable, stable jobs for people who live here.
It makes me feel really good. I'm really excited about it. It's something that Tiree's not had before. There's never been a salon in Tiree, so it's definitely something to look forward to, and hopefully the people of Tiree will be just as excited as I am.
This has been a great contract to get for our company. It's keeping it local, keeping it on the island. We employ 8 people permanently, and whenever we're needing extra labour or subcontractors, we try as much as possible to employ island people. It was important to us as a construction company on the island to help with producing a space for other businesses to grow, so we've been proud to be involved in that.
It didn't take a lot of thinking to realise that not having a filling station in Tiree was going to be a potentially catastrophic problem for the community. And so the Trust approached HIE for support for a feasibility study, and a working group was formed amongst the community to look at that, and they made the recommendation to the Trust to build a new facility at a site that the Trust already owned across the road. And it's just hard to imagine every time you need to fill up your car, having to go on a ferry and then drive 45 minutes, fill up, drive back and get a ferry home again. So what would Tiree look like without that project? I think realistically, we would see lots of people having taken that as the sign that it's time to move, and would have lost people. And it could have just been like a snowball effect that would have led to the community just not being viable anymore. So it's hard to understate how much of an impact that would have had if we hadn't been able to do that project.
We'll bring you everything you need. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright. You know it's hard sometimes when you struggle to see. Destiny is calling and will surely set you free.
I think the most important, most beneficial thing about our relationship with HIE is that it's a partnership where they've got national things that they're trying to achieve, policy initiatives they're trying to support, problems they're trying to solve. but they understand that we have the local understanding and context of what works in Tiree, and the two have to work in harmony. So yeah, that partnership approach is really, really key.
Bring you everything you need. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright. You know it's hard sometimes when you struggle to see.
It's not just about conserving the community, it's about developing the community in a positive direction as well. It sometimes feels that we're fighting a delaying action or a losing battle. But we don't see it that way. We see it as trying to build something better. The vision that we've got is a Tiree that is not just sustainable, but is thriving and is growing and is developing, and is acting as an example for how to do things better. That's what we want as a community.